Hello, everybody. Dennis Prager here. Thank you for being with me. We're going to get to the debate in a moment. Just, I want to tell you something I told my friend and producer. There's no greater a voice of moral clarity functioning today than Douglas Murray. In case you're not familiar with him, he has been on our show a number of times. I did a fireside chat with him for PragerU. He has done PragerU videos. Has he done more than one PragerU video? Yeah, a few. And even if I had no connection with him, I would say this. I will play for you a fair amount of his interview and some degree of debate with Piers Morgan on the BBC. Not the BBC. What is Piers on? What is Sky News? What is he on? Sky News. The whole issue, as you know, if you know me at all, has been moral clarity. People don't like moral clarity because it forces you on occasion to take positions that are just not popular. It's an interesting question for me. I always say it's an interesting question. It's one of my sayings, and I don't like to have sayings like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to lapse into a cliche of even if I invented it for myself. But I can't help it because there really are some interesting questions. But here's one. What is it most people yearn for? So I have so often said people do not yearn to be free, they yearn to be taken care of. If that were not the case, there would be no popularity to socialism, Marxism, or communism. People yearn to be free, yearn to be taken care of more than they yearn to be free. They also yearn to be liked. That is, which is not a bad thing, but it's in and of itself, it's not bad. What price will you pay to be liked? That is the question. And it's like the woman who called my show years ago. What do I tell my daughter if she writes what she believes? She's a conservative, and if she writes what she thinks in one of her papers, she will get a lower grade and then won't get into a prestigious graduate school. Or was she in high school and she won't get into a prestigious college? I don't remember which it was. And I remember telling her that I'm not telling her what to tell her daughter, but I'm saying what I would say to my son. I don't have a daughter. And I would say, if you compromise for a grade in high school, when will you stop compromising? If you do X or Y to be popular, what will you not do to be popular? So last night was the debate. Another debate. And what I have is a poll here that DeSantis won. And I'll tell you what poll it was, actually. Okay, let's see, what poll was it? Yeah. Ron DeSantis wins the battle. This is from the Daily Mail. Wins the battle with Nikki Haley. Florida governor gets huge boost as Daily Mail debate poll reveals viewers rated his performance far better than his closest rival, and the majority think he is the best candidate to take on Trump. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's accurate. I'm merely reporting to you. On the other hand, my producer believes that Nikki Haley, correct? You felt Nikki Haley did best. So, but it's a not. I don't know if there's a but here. Your hesitation to say DeSantis did best is that he's not charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly, then you're implying that Nikki Haley is more so.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I just want to make clear where you're coming from. My own position has been consistent, which doesn't make it right. You could be consistently wrong. The left is consistently wrong. But my own position has been unwavering. All I care is defeating that destructive party. It's been destructive since its founding, the Democratic Party, because it is now a left-wing, not a liberal party. If it were a liberal party, I wouldn't have much passion on it. Liberals are naive, but they're not bad. The left is bad. The pincer movement that is destroying the West, or trying to destroy the West, is fundamentalist Islam and leftism. That's why they are aligned. That is why you have the idiocy of queers for Palestine. It's real idiocy, since there's an LGBTQIA plus parade in Tel Aviv. There is none in any Palestinian area. To be a gay activist and be pro-Palestinian and anti-Israel is almost inexplicable unless there is an overriding concern that is greater than what is good for me as an LGBTQIA+. And that there is the destruction of the West. So frequently Israel is described negatively as an outpost of the West in the Middle East. As if that's a bad thing. Isn't that interesting that people think that's a bad thing? You're an outpost of Western civilization? So aren't you implying that not a single Arab country in the Middle East is an outpost of Western civilization? Yeah, that's the implication. So let me ask you, an Arab country that adopted Western values and continued to have Arab culture and Islam as a religion. So are you saying that Islam is incompatible with Western values? If it's a knock on Israel that it is an outpost of Western civilization in the Muslim world, then you are in fact saying Islam is incompatible with Western civilization. That's the statement. I didn't quite understand, and Vivek Ramaswamy has been at PragerU events, he's done PragerU video. He's been also on a fireside chat, and we have great affection for him. I didn't quite understand his comment to Nikki Haley that she can't, what was it? She can't criticize TikTok because her daughter used TikTok? What was the point that he was making? That when he said her daughter used TikTok? I assumed that the only possible reason for raising it is you're hypocritical.
Yeah.
So you can't attack TikTok if your own daughter has used TikTok or uses TikTok.
Yeah.
Wow. I found that odd. By the way, how does he know? I'm not saying he doesn't know.
She may have be on TikTok.
She may have a presence on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Sure.
You don't know it for sure.
But an easy way.
Right. The only question is who would be the best candidate to defeat. I don't believe Joe Biden will be. I would be willing to bet. I almost never bet on the future that Joe Biden will not be the nominee.